Fellow Democrats, it is an honor and a privilege to welcome you to my hometown, the heart of the Commonwealth, Worcester, Massachusetts. I am thrilled to be with you all as our party meets to make important choices about the future at this moment of great uncertainty and concern in the history of our country. You know, the promise of this democracy, imperfect though we are, is that through elections, the will of the people can be channeled into the work of the nation. It hasn't always been this way. When our Constitution was written, the only people who counted in we the people were the people who looked like me. Yet, the tools of our democracy allowed generations of Americans to improve our democracy, fighting for justice and progress, and lifting us all up along the way. Today, my fellow Democrats, that progress is threatened because democracy is threatened, not only halfway around the world, but halfway down the block as well. From Moscow to Mar-a-Lago, the tin-horn tyrants and dictators of the world are waging war on the idea that it is the people who tell the government what to do, not the other way around. The tools used to hold our leaders accountable are under siege by a Republican Party that no longer wants to play by the rules. A party that has no ideas for how to stop gun violence, no plans to improve the economy, no solutions when it comes to better transportation, to climate change, racial justice, education, affordable housing, no reasonable, rational ideas. So they have turned to wild conspiracy theories and lies. They rant and they rave, and they accuse anyone who disagrees of being pedophiles and murderers. This is the platform of the Republican Party in 2022. And to be clear, it has been a long time coming. Voter suppression is not new. Gerrymandering is not new. Domestic terrorism and white supremacy are not new. But on January 6, 2021, these forces found themselves assembled outside the United States Capitol as a vicious, racist mob came after me and my colleagues. They wanted to do something that has never been done before in the history of this republic. They wanted to violently stop the peaceful transfer of power. The Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, Three Percenters, the KKK, and the Aryan Nation, summoned by Trump and accompanied by thousands of his supporters, said they would not permit Joe Biden, the lawful winner of the election, to be certified. I presided over the House chamber that day after security evacuated Speaker Pelosi. I was the last member of Congress to walk off the House floor. I was there. I came face to face with the violent mob trying to force their way in. This was not a normal tourist visit or a rally that got out of hand. They were there to kill us and to end democracy in America as we know it. And as you will learn in the upcoming hearings of the January 6th committee, they came pretty damn close to succeeding. But here's the most chilling part. The coup did not stop on January 6th. Those very same people are now using their power to try and rig future campaigns. Well, we're not going to let them get away with it. We refuse to let that happen because for all of our party's flaws and imperfections, the Democratic Party is the party of democracy. We cherish voting rights. Republicans want to take voting rights away. We protect women's rights. They want politicians to tell women when they can get an abortion. When we build bridges, they burn books. When we promote peace, they praise Putin. When we improve infrastructure, they incite insurrection. Democrats believe in democracy, and today I'm here to tell you what Kevin McCarthy will only say on a secretly recorded phone call. Republican extremism is a threat to our democracy. Future generations, and I truly believe this, future generations are going to ask us one day, what did we do? What did we do when democracy came under assault? And for those future generations, fellow Democrats, we must win, not just at the ballot box, but in the hearts and minds of the American people. Because through democracy, we have the power now to chart a new course for the next chapter of the American story. One that pays a fair and a livable wage and supports unions. One that says Black Lives Matter and rejects all forms of bigotry and anti-Semitism and hate. One that embraces immigrants and refugees. One that cancels student loan debt and provides health care for all and affordable prescription drugs. One that cares for children, seniors, and people with disabilities. One that believes in science and understands that climate change is an urgent crisis. And yes, as it has been the cause of my career in Congress, one that ends hunger in America once and for all. This is who we are. This is our story, fellow Democrats. Our democracy is in crisis, and we must rise to meet this moment with the strength and courage needed to confront this threat, because we are the party of democracy. And I truly believe that together, if we tell this story, we will win in the hearts and minds of the American people, and we will win at the ballot box come November in local, state, and federal races all across this country. Thank you for inviting me to speak, and for all that you will do to turn words into actions and actions into victory come November. Thank you.